BBVA Greenfluencers, a BBVA podcast.
Driving change through chemistry, innovation, and global partnerships. Episode 25. Our colleague Pep Ferrís, head of corporate and investment banking Asia at BBVA, speaks with Anthony Watanabe, chief sustainability officer at Indorama Ventures. Discover how this global leader in chemical manufacturing is rethinking its business model to embrace circular economy practices, enhance recycling capabilities, and accelerate the transition to sustainable materials worldwide.
Hello, welcome to a new edition of BBVA Greenfluencers, BBVA corporate and investment banking initiative to better understand the changes taking place in different industries to promote a more innovative and inclusive world. Today, we are here in Thailand with Anthony Watanabe, Chief Sustainability Officer of Indorama Ventures, the largest producer and recycler of PET, and obviously an industry leader in sustainable chemicals. Hi Anthony, welcome to Greenfluencers, and thank you for hosting BBVA here today.
Hello Pepe, welcome to the Indorama Ventures headquarters here in Bangkok. I know it's your first visit, let's make sure it's not your last.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Please, give us some details of Indorama Ventures' vision and how is the group responding to climate challenges?
Well, the group was founded in 1994 right here in Thailand by Alok Lohia. And our brand promise today is indispensable chemistry that touches the lives of billions of consumers every day. So that's the starting point. Our Vision 2030 maps out a plan for decarbonization, for circularity, and for innovation in these product areas around biofeedstock, chemical recycling, digitalization, next generation leadership, and more.
Now, for 2025, in your view, which are the key challenges and opportunities for ESG initiatives?
The company has enjoyed incredible growth over the last 30 years, and it was founded with a vision to be a sustainable chemicals company. Today, we are in almost every room in your house. For example, surfactants in your shampoo or your household cleaners, fibers in your pillows, your duvet, your children's diapers, maybe your seatbelt, your airbags, of course, packaging for food and beverages, such as the PET drinking water bottle, for instance. So we like to talk about indispensable chemistry that touches the lives of billions of consumers every day. With respect to general challenges for ESG in 2025, I can think of three things. Regulatory compliance, education and upskilling, and technology. There was a study done recently with over 300 CSOs out of the US. Where are they spending most of their time? On regulatory compliance. There are so many increasing regulatory frameworks like the CSRD in Europe, for instance, that keeping abreast of all of them, making sure that we're providing the requisite data in the right detail, it's a very, very significant chunk of work for any listed organization. Second is upskilling. There are such challenges and so many factors to consider: sustainable finance, technology, decarbonization, carbon capture and storage, that constantly upskilling our teams is a key priority. So for instance, we have an online learning academy called the Sustainability Academy. It's well up and running now. We're adding new modules every year. We have a program that's just getting going, meant to embed sustainability at a manufacturing level. It's called Sustainability Excellence. That's in collaboration with our Lean Six Sigma division. And then on a more personal level, I take a very active and direct role in coaching my team on things like leadership development, project management, communication, and making sure that they feel supported and we're fostering their growth so that they can continue to contribute to the organization as their career evolves. And then finally, with respect to technology, in 2025 for ESG at a general level, I would say it's things like regulatory compliance, upskilling teams constantly, and then technology right sizing.
Anthony, give us some details on Indorama Ventures' vision And how is the group responding to climate change?
Natural disasters are increasing in frequency and intensity around the world, and societies are feeling the impacts. Indorama Ventures as well. We are not immune to that. So as a part of our response to that, we've complemented our climate change mitigation activities around energy transition and recycling with an adaptation plan, a climate adaptation plan. This recognizes the increasing frequency of natural disasters and aims to prepare our manufacturing sites for resilience, to better weather those shocks and those storms, such that we can guarantee the continuity of our business, such that we can adapt if necessary, and continue to supply our customers with leading sustainable products. In addition, our products, I mentioned, we aspire and work very hard to delight our customers with low carbon products for everyday use that meet their requirements. And that's a very rich, I would say, relationship that we have with many of the biggest brands in the world that we serve through Indorama Ventures.
And now, focusing on Indorama Ventures in 2025, which are the main initiatives in terms of ESG?
Sure, there's a lot to focus on for sure, but if I had to choose, let's say 3, Pepe, I would say our targets. I would talk about innovation, and I would talk about supply chain. So with respect to our targets, we've set decarbonization targets for 2025 and 2030. So for this year, we're working hard to meet our target of 10% reduction in GHG intensity and 10% renewable electricity consumption. We report on these regularly and transparently in our annual sustainability report and elsewhere. And this is in preparation for our more ambitious targets in 2030. With respect to innovation, one of the manifestations of that is certification, in this case specifically for bio-PET. And that's through an organization called the International Sustainability Carbon Certification Program, and their ISCC Plus certification, which is specifically focused on bio-PET. So today we have about 10 manufacturing sites that are certified with ISCC Plus. It's an assurance that we give to our customers, and we're now looking to scale that across other Indorama Ventures manufacturing sites. And then finally, supply chain is a very important one because it's a key step in setting a Scope 3 target. That is a major priority for most big companies today. And so we have a robust supply chain engagement program that's well underway. We've joined a chemicals industry initiative called Together for Sustainability, using the very well-recognized EcoVadis platform. So that is a robust piece of work, and finance is a key enabler of that. So our partnership in Mexico with the sustainability-linked supply chain program is a wonderful manifestation of that, and how we enable that for our suppliers and help them to help us so we can decarbonize together so that Indorama then can help our customers with their Scope 3 emission reduction.
Anthony, as an expert that you are in circular economy, how important is the circular economy to address climate change?
It is a key input into addressing climate change. The way we design, produce, use, and discard products has a very significant impact on our planetary resources. For instance, the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, the group that defined the circular economy over 10 years ago, they've identified that 45% of global carbon emissions are linked to the circular economy. So there's an incredible reduction opportunity there. And as the world's largest recycler of PET, we have a very significant role to play there. I'll share with you, we had a big milestone in September of 2023, where we reached 100 billion bottles recycled since we began recycling. And the pace and the acceleration of that are quite interesting. It took us 8 years to reach the first 50 billion bottles recycled, then 3 years for the next 50 billion. So we clearly see an accelerating pace. Our target for 2030 is 100 billion bottles every year. It's a very significant stretch goal. And we're investing in mechanical recycling plants, we're investing in innovation and depolymerization technologies to get there. We like to think about the 6 secrets of circularity. These are things like regulation, innovation, collaboration, education, infrastructure, and in the case of BBVA, finance. the ultimate enabler. So these are the drivers to transform a market to a circular economy. And Indorama is very active in all of these areas across many, many geographies to get to that 100 billion bottle mark by 2030.
Thank you, Anthony, for taking the time to speak with us today. Amazing Indorama Ventures and Logia family journey, and very valuable your insights and knowledge. I'm sure our audience will appreciate it greatly. So, Anthony, I want to give you this recognition that accredits you and Indorama Ventures as green influencers.
Thank you, Pepe.
For more contents, follow us on LinkedIn, write BBVA Corporate and Investment Banking, and visit our website www.bbvaciv.com.